Hello.
Kiana, why didn't it work out between us?
Because you're full of shit. You bit off more than you could chew. How about that one?
I did.
You talked a good one, and then when the follow-through came up, you were like, you know how the DJ scratches the record?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I saw when I looked at my bank account. It said, skirt. That's it. I bit off more than I could chew. Good God. This girl wants how much money from me?
What do you want to know my situation for? Are you trying to get back with me?
I came into some money, and I think I might be able to afford to hang out with you.
I swear, if you were here in my face, I would punch the shit out of you and then leave. Bye.
$700 date.
So tell us, brother, you were on the Cut video, right?
Yeah.
All right, and so basically they brought you on to talk about some of your dating experience. They asked you to call one of your exes, right?
Yes.
Okay. So give us the backstory, because that call was a bit wild. So I feel like I'll just let you tell the whole story.
Okay, so I feel like a lot of guys have been in the position I was, right? Like, I'm not a simp or a trick or none of that. My homeboy, best friend, hits me and he's like, yo, I got this awesome girl for you. I'm like, bet. Where's she at? It's like, she lives in Atlanta. So I link up with her. So we go to the Atlanta Aquarium. Brother, don't you ever in your life go to the Atlanta Aquarium for no damn day. Do you hear me? First of all, there's no prices listed anywhere at all. You get your ticket after all the experiences that you done went through. I'm talking about they walk penguins through the lobby in little tuxedos.
Hey.
Already wearing tuxedos naturally. They put clothes on them. And if you go to the penguin show, at the end, they're like, that was $92 per person. You go to eat the food, $27 for a burger. So I take her, we're there, we go penguins, we go to get food. She's like, let me get a burger, let me get chicken strips, let me get fries, let me get a soda. I'm like, normally that's not exorbitant. In this particular situation, it was like $223 for food. So I basically am, after this nice little day, looking at my receipt like, I haven't even seen it yet.
You ain't even finished reading it, and you already know you fucked.
The first two lines is like, these are we're actively having sex prices right here. Like, this is the type of money I spend
On an escort.
a fiance, a wife. We are well into family of four to Disneyland money, okay? So I'm like, listen, and I try to take, you don't want to show that hurts you, so I try to take it on the chin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, I got another day in town, let's hang out tomorrow, and we'll just do something low key, right? So we go to this open air market where there's like restaurants all around or whatever, and we're walking to the parking lot. I'm like, okay, parking $30 here, okay? So we go in. She knows of some other restaurant that's above the open air restaurant. We go up this little ramp thing, and we're in. I mean, bruh, they brought out a whole plate, and in the middle was like a luxurious chicken nugget.
They got the squiggly sauce on there?
The little green stuff? Yeah.
Ain't it crazy? The more empty your plate is, the more it's going to cost you.
Everywhere we go with her, there's no prices on the menu.
So she's the one that decided where to go.
I picked a nice open, but I'm like, this looks cool. She's like, let's go up to this place up here. I'm like, oh, okay.
She's the one that decided to go to the aquarium as well?
But she been to all these places. She's the one picking where we gonna go. Everywhere she goes, the menu don't got no number on it. Right? I done spent enough money that I'm out here breaking even on my whole trip. I'm like, something needs to happen emotionally, mentally, and physically, to where I feel like all of this was worth it.
This man said emotionally. Just say you trying to fuck. Why you capping?
I mean,
He said spiritually, emotionally. I'm like, nigga, you want some pussy.
yeah, have you ever thought you about to get some pussy and you had like a crazy conversation and had a mental breakthrough where you're like, oh wow, yeah, I should look at that differently.
Okay, so what was his conversation?
Me either. So yeah, I basically just kind of like ghosted. Like I got a little distant. And my best friend reached out to me and was like, yo, how come you still haven't been talking to, we'll just call her Kay, right? And I'm like, well, I'm several $100s out. I don't know her any better. And I've had the smallest chicken sandwich I've ever seen in my life, or chicken nugget, whatever that was, fritter, in my life. So, you know, I'm just going to kind of fall back.
Yeah, but hold on, Nate.
Yeah.
The question was, call your ex and ask why you didn't find out. You didn't even go out with the girl. That was not even no official. Why did you choose to call her?
And they knew that when I called. Because I called a different ex, and she was like, I don't feel comfortable talking about why. So I was like, all right, well, good.
That makes a lot more sense. They wanted that juice. So call someone spicy.
Call somebody who you think will be about that smoke. Now, I know the girl is delusional and thinks that that's normal for first, second, or first weekend of hanging out.
I mean, in Atlanta, it might be.
But it's not in Atlantis. You know what I mean? It's not. I called her up, and you have to give the disclaimer, like, listen, I'm doing this video for a cut, and they want me to call it X. I know you're not an X, but you did have questions about why we don't talk no more, and I'd like to know why you think we don't, you know? And that's when she was like, you know, because you're an idiot, and I'll punch you and all that. And I was like, none of that was her personality the whole weekend in Atlanta. Like, there was not even jokey, oh, wow, this, all that, none of that. She talked to me after this with my best friend on, lean in, brothers. With my best friend on three-way and was like, yeah, why did this fool call me and say, like, I cost too much money and that's why he stopped talking to me? And he was like, well, how much money did he spend? I was like, bruh, damn near a band. He was like, yeah, that'd be why. Yeah, I apologize, brother, for hooking you up with her. She was just going to be basically at the ATM with you punching your pen in. I was like, yeah.
Hold up. When he said that makes sense, what did she say to that?
That's what I'm saying. Now she's sitting up there, goof troop, just, what? I thought, you know what I mean? She's one of those girls that's like, I am worth it. Of course you'll spend that kind of money. My presence is worth that kind of money. Baby girl, I'm not the one. You gotta go somewhere else with that shit. And that's basically what happened. I was like, look, I can't do it. And so what we saw on the video was like a quick little edited excerpt of her.
Yeah, that was quick.
Wild.
That was quick. They didn't spend too much time on your story, so it was really interesting. We wanted to figure out what that $700 was about.
Yeah, because that shit sounded wild. And you sound like you almost felt bad for not being able to afford her. I'm like, no, that shit sounds crazy. So now I understand a lot better.
I'm like, yo, they didn't let me say my part. They had her looking like the hero. Talking about she gonna punch me. I'm like, okay, man.
It really. Well,
Okay, that's the editing, eh?
Yeah, that's the editing. But to my point of view, it really started like she was an ex-worker.
Yeah. Actually, we thought she was an escort at one point.
Because, I mean, if you go on a date and she's like, you ain't got the cash to afford me, and you say they cut to next time you get $700 out. So I don't think she looked like all people. Everybody was like, ex-worker.
Yeah,
which is fine.
They thought you were tricking.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but they also know $700 is a lot for that too. So they're like, we need some,
It depends what type you getting.
That's true.
and that's what's in Northern Canada.
But yeah, is there any other notes you want to put on the story or anything like that?
No, man, I just wanted to say thank you guys for letting me say my part because I know Edit was vicious to your boy.
Yeah.
And, you guys were not in my purview, so now I am all in on watching and catching up and watching everything I'm bitch related. I rock with y'all hilarious. And then also shout out to the viewers that have been blowing on my social media up, being like, yo, they want to talk to you. They've been on my head.
All right, that's good. That's dope. They're definitely going to be on you now after this. I also want to say you run a club, right? I believe in Seattle?
Yeah, so it's in Tacoma, Washington, and it's the biggest black-owned comedy club in the United States.
Okay.
Shit, we might have passed by.
Yeah, can you say the name of the club?
Super Funny Comedy Club.
Hey.
I don't know if that looks backwards. I don't know how this is done.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Yeah. We'll flip it. We'll flip it in the editing. But this is what I say, man. Listen, we'll put a link to your socials and all that stuff in down below. So anybody's watching, if you guys want to go follow them, go make sure you do that. But we appreciate you coming on, brother. All right. Peace. Yeah, so there you guys have that story. That's wild. That's wild. I mean, yo, listen. The friend got a hold of the L for sending him up with that girl.
Yes.
Because you should have known what type of bitch she was when you set her up.
You can't just be like, I got a nice girl. Nice girl don't mean just nice in the face. Yeah. She can be nice in the face and a whole ass crazy shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So you have to understand what the hell you're getting your friends into. Shit.
And guys, I tell y'all, choose where you're going for the first date most of the time. All right? And if she's going to choose, let her know to tell you where so you can look up the place so you make sure you're properly dressed for it or whatever it might be. Because I ain't letting nobody take me nowhere fancy, crazy, expensive like that. Especially if it's for me to pay. No, if I'm paying, I'm telling you where we're going.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. We're not doing no Kinder Surprise. I'm not popping open the bitch. $700.
$700.
No.
That's crazy.
That's not a Kinder Surprise. That's a Kinder